honey ginger lamb chops. So I got some leftover mushrooms that we had from the other day, so I'm just gonna take these garlic cloves. I'll actually put these in the oven and roasted them in some sesame oil. So I'm just going to mash them up here with my mushrooms. I already had these cooking previously to get a good start. So I'm just going to mix this together real quick, take it out, and in the same pan, I'm going to go ahead and add my lamb chops, okay? So, okay, we got our mushroom seared here, so I'm just going to take it out of the pan, okay? All right, so I'm going to wipe this. And now, to the same pan, I'm just going to add a little bit of sesame oil. I already pre-seasoned the lamb chops. Of course, I seasoned the lamb chops with some garlic. I used some fresh rosemary that I actually picked from my garden. This is what the rosemary leaves look like. As you can see, you can't find it in the store like this. So these are very fresh. But I already had them marinating. And I also used some fresh ginger. I used about a tablespoon of fresh ginger with some lemon juice and honey. And of course, I season them up very nice. So right now, I'm just going to coat these with that sesame oil real quick. And let my pan heat up a little bit. Of course, I am going to also add in my fresh garlic that we have roasted here in this sesame oil. I'm also going to add that into my pan. Okay, but these lamb chops have been marinating for about an hour now. And of course, I had them sitting out at room temperature, also with that fresh rosemary. So I think my skillet is hot enough, so I'm just gonna go ahead and add these lamb chops in here. We want a nice sear on our lamb chop. Okay. And of course, I did whip up a nice cauliflower mash to go with these. I don't know, can y'all see in that skillet? I hope you can. Okay. All right. We got our herb nice and hot here. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to take about 3 of these cloves that we had roasting and just drop them in here. And I'm also going to give them a quick mash. So that way that garlic gets infused, that garlic flavor and seasoning gets infused into our lamb chops. Okay, just like that. Like I said, this has honey, has ginger, fresh grated ginger. I did use the juice of a half a lemon. If you don't have lemon, you can use lime as well. That works. Of course, I have my fresh rosemary, and then of course my seasoning. And like I said, I'm cooking these up in sesame oil, guys. Okay. And of course, this is how I roasted my garlic. So you should be, I don't know if you can see down in there, but there's fresh garlic cloves in here. And I roasted these garlic for about 45 minutes in the oven on 350 degrees. So they're nice and soft. And like I said, you can, it's almost like adding like a garlic paste. If you can find that in your produce section, you can skip the roasting process. But these are going to be nice and yummy. How are y'all doing? Hi, Claire. And y'all, I can link the recipe down in the description for you guys. But y'all, I just cook. When I come in the kitchen, I just cook. So I'll put the recipe down in here for you. And you can also make some fresh spinach with this, saute it in the skillet. That would be good as well if you like spinach. Okay. But I just want these to get nice and brown before I turn them over. And then we plate everything up and you can see how this looks, guys. And I'm going to go ahead and and y'all, I wanted the bone-in lamb chops, but I just couldn't find any, so I had to go with these, and it'll be okay. Okay, I'm going to flip these up where they're not as brown as I would like, so I'm gonna let them cook a little bit longer. Okay. Okay, because we want to get a nice sear on our lamb chop, guys. And I prefer to cook these in a cast iron skillet. So by all means, cook it in your cast iron if you have one. And y'all, if you roast your garlic in the oil, you can use this oil for a lot of things to cook with. Like even if you were making a fried rice or something, you could use the sesame oil that's infused with the garlic when you're cooking your fried rice. Okay. So these are starting to get nice and brown. Okay, it's starting to get brown. I don't know if y'all can see that. I have to bring the camera a little bit closer. What time is dinner? As soon as possible. As soon as possible, guys. And guys, if you don't have rosemary, you can also use thyme in here. But I do like the taste of the rosemary with this dish a lot. Okay, especially with lamb chops. Now, you could make sauce with this, which I'm not going to do today. You can make a tzatziki sauce, which is just basically yogurt with fresh squeezed lemon juice. Of course, you can put in your salt and pepper and some chopped garlic if you like, and like grated cucumbers, but I'll have to show you that another day where you have to make sure all the water is strained out of your cucumbers. Okay? So yes. So these are what our lamb chops are looking like right now, guys. Very, very delicious. So what I may do when these are done cooking is just add a little bit more oil, and of course add some more of those garlic cloves to pour over our lamb chops, okay, before serving. And this is the sesame oil. Of course, you can use avocado oil, you can use olive oil, but the toasted sesame oil just gives it a nice flavor that's quite different than a regular oil that you would be using. So if you have toasted sesame oil, or if you like toasted sesame oil, by all means use it. It's good. And these are almost ready to serve, guys. It's really no science to this dish. It's real quick and real easy, and it's a no fuss meal. Okay, the only thing, you just marinate it with your seasoning, and like I said, the ginger adds a nice flavor to your lamb chops, and then a little fresh couple of tablespoons of honey. I have here how many? I have 8 lamb chop right here. Okay, as you can see. Okay. And these are starting to almost get like a little glaze on them. So I'm just going to put a little bit more oil in my pan. So right now I'm going to just take this garlic infused oil here, and I'm just going to add another tablespoon like that in there. Okay, while the lamb chop is cooking. And you guys want to make sure you keep that glaze as well. Alright, so I'm just standing these up because I just wanted to cook on all the sides. That's all. And y'all just have fun in the kitchen when you're cooking. Like I said, everything doesn't have to be perfect when you're cooking. Just get in the kitchen and start cooking. That's all you have to do. And you know, cooking at home is so much better than eating out. Okay, so I am going to basically start the cooking process. And I'm going to plate these up real quick. So I'm going to put in a few more garlic here. And I'll leave these garlic whole. I'm going to leave them whole, I think. I'm just going to go ahead and leave them whole. I think this is still a little bit warm, so I'm going to sit my plate here. Okay, I already have some cauliflower mash right here, as you can see. So this is our cauliflower mash. Of course, this is just a little bit of butter in here. Of course, there's salt and pepper and a little bit of garlic. And of course, there's some shredded cheese in there. And of course, I put a little bit of rosemary on top just for that pop of color. So now, okay, we are going to plate up our lamb chop. And then I am going to show you what this looks like, guys. And of course, we're going to drizzle some of this oil and butter and garlic right over the lamb chop. Alright, trying to figure out where to put this last one, but I think I got it. So, let's see. You guys, I want to show you this, so please stay tuned so I can show you what this looks like real quick before we go. You gotta be in the camera. If you want to be in the camera, that's fine. All right, so we're just gonna pour this over. Okay, I am going to put on some fresh rosemary on top of my lamb chops here. Okay, so guys, this is our plate and this is what it looks like. These are our lamb chop, as you can see. Oh, let me turn this off. All right, so yes, but guys, here's the final product. So I hope you make this at home. And like I said, this is quick and simple, nothing too complicated. You can pair this with some asparagus or some spinach and you have a complete meal. Of course, I use some mushrooms, so I hope you enjoy your meal. And thank you for watching my channel. And guys, you know what I didn't do? Let me go ahead and add that garlic on here because I did not add this garlic into my dish. So I want you to see it with the fresh cloves of garlic right on top of here, guys. We're just gonna put it right on top. Okay. All right. All right. So now, as you guys can see, we got some fresh garlic right on the top of there, and that was infused with the sesame oil. All right. I'm going to get out of here. And thank you for watching my channel, and I will see you guys on the next live. Please like and subscribe to my channel. Leave me a comment if you have any questions. Please let me know. And I make vegan food all of the time. I teeter and totter between vegan and non-vegan, but I started working out again, so I need more protein in my diet, which I was not getting from my vegan diet. So I have to eat protein now, but I do make a lot of vegan meals as far as like macaroni and cheese. I can make anything vegan. So anything that you can make or you can think of, even if it's like a meat substitute, it can be made vegan. So if you have a special request, put it down in my comment section. Let me know and I'll see what I can do. But just give me a heads up. That's all you have to do is just put it in the comments, and I'll read it, and then I'll try to make it on, like I said, on the next live. But yes, I make all foods. It doesn't matter what it is. I can make it. So just thank you for watching again, but we're out of here. Go tell a friend. Please share the video, like, comment, subscribe. All right, I'm out of here. Bye. How'd you think that was?